All right, we're going live. And welcome today. Thank you, and welcome on a good, fantastic Friday. It is a fantastic Friday. Welcome to Trauma Support Group Management. As you can see, today is a wonderful Friday. And today's class, we're going to talk about self compassion. One thing I thank God for is my heart. If you watch my videos, I am a compassionate person. I do have compassion for people that don't have their act together sometimes. I have been in relationships where I have took on compassion for others and really committed myself to help other people be happy with their lifestyle. And sometimes when you do that, you become drained or you become just worn out. And today, on today's video, instead of putting all this energy towards everyone else, sometimes we need to put energy into ourselves. So once again, welcome to the Rail Walkers Trauma Support Group Management on a great Friday, on a fantastic Friday. It's the first of this video. Is August 1st, 2025. As you can see, money on everywhere. I got chicken. There's chicken in the. We got chicken. That's the rent receipt. Yeah, right. It's chicken in the room. You know what I'm saying? Chicken everywhere. You feel me? So we good today. So if you got your bills, be responsible. You know what I'm saying? Hold yourself together. Today is a wonderful day. So when you have this self-compassion for yourself, you are able to take care of yourself. Understand that. You are able to take care of yourself. So we need to get that. Excuse me, I gotta adjust my hat real quick, But it's good to have self-confidence too, y'all. If you feel the energy to feel good about yourself, it's okay to feel good about yourself. It's okay to really have that self-compassion. So today's class is definitely on self-compassion. I have really been understanding how to really have self-care. I've been teaching in my classes lately about just acknowledging and accepting of who you are and what's going on in your life, with your lifetime or your lifestyle. Let me say that correctly. So today I always come with a good Bible verse on most of my videos, and today's video I want to share a Bible verse from Colossians. I said that right. Colossians chapter 3 verse 12. So in Colossians chapter 3 verse 12, it says, "Therefore, as the elect of God, holy and beloved, put on tender mercies." Get this, y'all. It says, tell us to put on tender mercies. If you don't have mercy for yourself, start having some mercy. Have kindness. If you don't have kindness for yourself, start having some kindness. It also says, have humility. Humility is a big thing. It's a pride killer. And humility, if you don't know what it is when you humble yourself. And when you humble yourself after you humble yourself. Sometimes my brother told me something yesterday, and he said, "Hey, brother, if God brought you from a place, quit saying what you used to be when God brought you from it." And by me receiving what he says in humility, what it does, it really corrects the wrong. It corrects, your wrongdoing or your wrong spirit. So when you want to become great, sometimes you have to humble yourself. And humility is when you just say, like right now, I can say, "Okay, God, this video is not my video. It's your video to help the people. Lord, let me say the things you want me to say to help the people." Or if you're in a marriage and the husband, and he says, "Hey, honey, can you do this for me?" And you humble yourself, not that he's controlling you or just running you over. Just humble yourself and say, "All right, honey, whatever. My job is to be a submissive wife, let me be submissive to you. This for the ladies too. My class ain't just for men, it's for women too. So understand that we need humility. And I want to throw another point about humility. When you have humility, you can hear from God, or you can hear from your positive mental state. I wanted to share that. Meekness, being, have meekness, just be real soft. I'm a guy, I'm a gentleman. I used to be a rough guy in the streets, and I used to be, my mindset used to be so rough, but now my mental state and my mindset is just being so peaceful and just clean and quiet, and really trying to learn how to be more gentle with myself. A lot of times we beat ourselves up. Meekness helps you to be more gentle with yourself and others. And it says long suffering. I want to say this to everyone. We have been through things in life, but there's things that you're going to have to go through when you change. And it's not going to happen overnight. You got to understand, if you want to make it to heaven, this is a long suffering, all the way to death. Sometimes in my body, or in my, sexual, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I don't sugarcoat. In my sexual areas of my life, I'm abstinent. And sometimes I'll be like, Lord, please just help me, or, send her. But God doesn't want to send a helpmate just for sex. He wants to send my helpmate to build the kingdom, or be a helpmate to build me higher in my walk in life. So if you looking at me, if you see this video, you gotta understand that if you come and want to be with me, you're gonna have to endure some things with me, because when you're I want to know why I'm saying this, even in marriage and commitment, that is a long, life-term, long-suffering commitment. You go to that person to the day they die. So that is the definition of long-suffering from my perspective. If you disagree, I don't know what to help you. God help you. But to me, I have been in long-suffering relationships. A good one I want to throw out there is that when my last commitment, her mother was dying, and she wanted to see me give commitment before she passed away, and that was a long suffering situation right there, And like I say, you have to have these attributes. You have to have the mercies, the kindness, the humility, and the meekness to endure long suffering. And I'm telling you from experience, this is real. So just pay attention to that. So that was the word right there. We got that out of the way. So always, I want to say this: always put God first in mostly anything you do. Like I say, today is Friday. It's the first. It's responsibility time, and I want to share something I did with me personally. When I was in the world, I didn't care about myself. I didn't care, like just right about this time, true testimony, I used to get up and, I got my money, and right now I wouldn't be on the phone. I wouldn't be doing none of this. I would be just doing something that's not right, or not handling my priorities, if you get what I'm saying. Just not doing things right. And today I sat on my front porch, not nobody else's front porch. I sat on my front porch, and I watched the sun come up and listen to the birds, and it was refreshing to have that compassion with myself. Like, hey man, gosh, I remember you was here, but look where you're at now. Sometimes, like I teach in my class, it's good to take the small victories. Sometimes if you have done something, if you work real hard right now, you made just enough just to pay your rent. Applaud yourself. If you're just really going in overtime, and you work overtime, you see your money, and you completed your responsibilities, pat yourself on the back for that. Today's class is going to teach you how to have self-appreciation. Not to be boastful, but just to show you within myself, I appreciate myself for coming on here and just making these videos today. I'm so appreciative that I could sit in my own home and brand new, they got the tag on it, brand new gear, and just really represent positivity and showing that I'm just not only here talking. I really genuinely I love myself. Sometimes I want to say this. The Bible says, forget the things that are behind and look towards the mark towards the prize. Sometimes in life, when we come from something, we need to stop looking back where we come from and appreciate where we're at now. If you're watching this video and you heard what I just said, don't think about what happened back. Don't even pay attention to what happened back then. Focus on right now. Right now, if you're seeing this video, focus on this moment that you have. You have made it from somewhere, and you are a person of value. And I'm going to teach you today how to really value yourself more with the class of self-compassion. Okay. So, like I was saying, self-compassion. This is treatment. This is treating yourself, not me, you, with the same kindness, care, and understanding you will offer to a close friend, especially facing difficult situations. So we gotta understand this. The same energy that we put out to support others, we can do that, but you have to apply it to yourself as well. So I want y'all to get that. My live's not working, so excuse me for a second, because it's distracting. Okay, so forget the live. I got this real live. Okay. So what I was saying, that sometimes, the things we do for other people, we need to have this for ourselves. Sometimes in difficult situations, mistakes, or personal shortcomings with yourself. Like I say, we really have to really stop beating ourselves up. Watch this. You can experience and responding to your own pain with warmth, like, loving yourself. And rather than judgment, we have to understand this. We do have shortcomings. We do have personal situations. We do make mistakes. We do have difficult situations. But instead of beating yourself up, give yourself some warmth. Just say, hey, you know what? I've been through this before. I can do this. Or, okay, I might be a little short, but I got a job. I can make it up. Or, this person don't like me, but don't mean I don't love myself. Instead of saying, oh, you know what, man, I'm always just a negative, feeding the negative. See, I can't even give you no negative because I don't breed negativity. So, but we do have we have difficult situation, mistakes, and personal shortcomings. I'm just sharing with you that you don't have to beat yourself up, and that you can give yourself some warmth. Sometimes what I mean by give yourself warmth, say, hey man, you know what? I ain't where I used to be. Just talk to yourself. It's not that you're in the asylum. Just encourage yourself. Speak to yourself spiritually, because right now in the world, you hear a lot of negativity, or you have phone calls, you talk, and there's a lot of negativity. Everywhere you look, it's some kind of negativity, unless your focus, your mental focus is on positivity. A lot of times I do my Facebook and my feed, I watch a lot of positive things, like what God is saying, baby fever. I like the scare. I don't know. I like the little pranks, work with me. It's just something that it's encouraging. Today, I'm just going to teach you, or you should see this person that's sitting before you. I feel encouraging. So I want to breathe or pass this encouragement to you. All right. So key components of self-compassion. The number one key component that I recommend is self-kindness. Self-kindness is being warm, understanding towards yourself, rather than harshly critical when things go wrong. So listen, things in life are going to happen, right? We all know that, right? We already know that things in life are going to happen. But don't be harshly critical to yourself. If, like me, I'm a perfectionist, right? I like everything to be a certain type of way. Or I like, cross my I's and dot my T's, right? But sometimes in life, things happen. Like right now, I had spent some money, right? But right now, the money that I spent, I wish I wouldn't have spent it because I could spend it now. And I could be critical, like, oh man, you don't know how to take care, you don't know how to do this, but don't do that. If you, I don't know why I'm talking about money today, because money is root of all evil, but also it's our responsibilities. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I'm going. It's our responsibilities. Money is not designed for you to, the strip club, the gambling, your cigarettes, your drugs, nothing like that. And I'm gonna share something personal with me. When I have had a large amounts of money in my life and selling drugs and doing drugs. Sometimes when you don't do the correct thing that you should, it's all right to self-discipline yourself. But a lot of people that are in addictions or in depression or still dealing with their PTSDs, traumas, and triggers, they're being too harsh and critical on themselves, especially if something goes wrong. A lot of times, if it's your external, what's your outside, you have no control over that. On some things that goes wrong, it's not your fault. I remember times that something happened in somebody else's life and it didn't go right. I felt like it was my fault. No, that person has their own decision. They made their own decision. You gave them advice. They didn't follow it. And just because it didn't work out for them, don't mean it's your fault. So quit being harshly critical on yourself. A lot of times we take on our own other people's responsibilities, but today I'm teaching you how to be responsible for yourself. And that was great. That was great. All right, the second thing that I came up with was common humanity. Common humanity is recognizing that suffering and imperfection are a part of shared human experience rather than feeling isolated. Understand this. As a person that's doing these videos, if you notice, I don't talk perfect on here. I make mistakes, but it doesn't keep me from shutting down. My live right now, I'm doing recording on my phone and I have live. So, I'm not having my live, but it doesn't stop me from being persistent. The reason why I'm saying this because sometimes when you're trying to be too perfect and you make a mistake, you shut down. And I have done that in the course of life where I'm on the path and I make a mistake and then I just give up everything. Let's not do that today. If you are suffering, just recognize that you're suffering. You're going through it for a better reason. It's not that, I'm going through this because, life is not good for me. No, you're going through it so you can see that you can make it out. A lot of people I support people like cancer patients or people with diseases. When they find out that they're, they're on their last legs, some people kick in another gear like, hey, I'm not losing life. I know I'm suffering, but I'm going to, understand I'm imperfect, but I'm not going to isolate myself and I'm going to get out and live. This is great. Even though you have suffering in your life or imperfections, don't isolate yourself. Get out and get up and find something to do or find a hobby or find something in your interest or get around a support group of people that can help you. So that was great. The third thing I came up with is mindfulness. And mindfulness, acknowledging your thoughts, right? Acknowledging your thoughts and feeling without judgment. You see that? It's okay. Okay, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. It's okay. I want to be with somebody. I'm not looking desperate here. I'm just sharing. In my heart, I would love to be rubbing some feet, scratching some back, cooking, cuddling, and just whatever. Okay. Feeling the whatever positively, by the way. Okay. And but sometimes I feel like it's okay to be single. And I don't have to judge myself. I don't have to look at myself and say, why am I single? No, it's just right now, it's a good time in my life to be single. So if you're in a situation with your thoughts and your feelings, don't judge yourself with that. Just accept them as they are at the present moment. So you have to right now, instead of being like, oh, why I don't have no friends, or why this ain't working, or why this not working. It's okay to have the thought and the feeling, But do it without judging yourself. Do it without putting yourself down and criticizing yourself. Or, well, maybe I ain't good enough. Or maybe, I'm not handsome enough. Maybe my body ain't, don't put yourself down because you're not in the situation of your thoughts and feelings at that present time. Don't judge yourself. Like I said, I'm going to repeat this again. Do not judge yourself for your thoughts and your feelings. It's okay to have thoughts and feelings. And then if you do have them thoughts and feelings, just accept them at that present time, right then in that moment. Accept them. I was telling you this morning, I woke up this morning, I was sitting on my front porch, and I just really, I had my thoughts and feelings, just being proud of myself and look where I came from, and I accept my thoughts and feelings at that present moment. Sometimes we can't live in the past and we can't predict the future, so it's good to just really focus on the present moment. That was good. Excuse me. If you're hot today, please, I'm not promoting no brand, I'm promoting water. It's hot out there. Stay hydrated. Put the alcohol down. Put the weed down. Don't smoke no cigarette. And, the best way you can. I know you dress presentable. You ain't got to go out there with your hoochie mama shorts on. And, us men, we above, still wear a tank top or whatever. Just stay cool. So, excuse me for a second. Excuse me. To move forward. I highly apologize for that. But, I'll be talking. My mouth get dry at the moment. All right. So, now I'm going to give you tips that how to practice self-compassion. Once again, I'm really on self-care, self-love, and not to sound selfish. You can't really genuinely care for nobody until you care for yourself. I'm learning in my singleness how to really appreciate myself more, think more positive of myself, feel more great about myself, appreciate my surroundings more, because a lot of times in relationships, you got to understand how you met. I don't know where I'm going here, but you got to understand how you met. First, you was in love with yourself, and then you found somebody else. A lot of times, and this is from experience, the reason why I haven't left my relationships, because I fell out of love with myself, and then I was trying to love that person, and then the person see me not really caring for myself, but trying to love them, and that didn't work. Yeah, that didn't work. So, how the love that I'm going to find in the future, because the person's going to see that I'm caring for myself. A lot of times when you do care for yourself, that's how you attract what you're attracting. Because if you don't care for yourself, you'll find somebody that'll take advantage of you. But when you care for yourself, you'll attract somebody that really respects your mind and want to come and say, hey, what is it that I can do to be next to you, when they see you taking care of yourself. And I do be having that. So I just wanted to share that. So how to practice self-compassion. This is the next step in class. Okay, like I said, mindful self-compassion. Listen, you got to be mindful of yourself. You have to be mindful of you. Mindful self-compassion. Acknowledge your pain. If you're hurting, understand it's okay to hurt. Just don't be depressed. Just, be in tune. I want to say this. Sometimes I be in tune with myself. Like I told my mom, I find myself single, and I find myself more asking God forgiveness and repenting more. I find myself making amends with people that I have hurt, or I find myself apologizing to myself. Like, like I was telling in the earlier video, I don't have lots of money, but I had to forgive myself for wasting that money. So recognize, acknowledge your pain, and recognize it as a shared human experience, and offer yourself kindness and understanding in that moment. So right now, if you're hurt about something, understand this, get this, please ride with me. If you're hurting about something, offer yourself kindness and understanding at your moment, because a lot of time, if you're hurt, nobody don't want to deal with you. Nobody don't want to hear your story. So there, I'm just here at Trauma Support Group Management. I'm the individual that really, I don't have nobody around, so I deal with myself, and I'm trying to help you to help you understand how to deal with yourself. So if you're in pain, once again, offer yourself kindness and understanding in that moment. Number 2 on self-compassion. It's self-compassion break. Self-compassion break. Like, okay, I'm going to show you what I mean. When facing a difficult situation, right? See, the heat of the moment. Sometimes this is helping you with self-control, okay? Pause. Just take a break, stop the brakes, take a deep breath, and then after you do that, offer yourself some kind of kindness. Say, hey man, I'm better than this. Or you know what, I could do, I can do something better than the situation. And then see, I was just finna say that. It says, and offer yourself a kind message. You see what I'm saying? So say the heat of the moment's going, and somebody snapping you like, oh, you know what? Okay, yeah, I'm better than this. And you don't have to say it out loud. You can say it in your mental. This is not for me. Sometimes you have to have self-control, because when everything's out of control, like Martin say, my favorite part of one of Martin's shows, when Bobby answered White Ball answered the phone, he said, hello, yeah, Gina? Oh yeah, we're partying, yeah, like the party, yeah. Gina's out of control, I'm out of control, the whole party's out of control. Listen, you can have control. When things are going crazy, you can pause, breathe, and offer yourself some kindness. This will help you a lot. Like you can say, I will be kind to myself, or I will give myself the compassion I need. Y'all ready to do an exercise? You already know. So take your hand, put it on your chest, right? And say, I will be kind to myself. Okay? Say it again. Say, I will be kind to myself. Okay? Or you can say, I will give myself the compassion I need. I'm going to say it again. I will give myself the compassion I need. Say that. Great. That's right. High five. So what you're doing, you're self-loving. You're giving yourself that compassion because you need that. Moving forward. Number 3, treat yourself like a friend. Now, I do this. I got Waffle House sitting over there, and I went out, and I'm a giver. I'm a big time giver. Like if I had somebody with me today, we would have sat down and had Waffle House together. But due to the fact I'm with myself, I want to share this, and don't look at me funny and crazy. But when I sit down sometimes in my space and I eat, I do 2 things. Either in my mind say, hey Lord, today me and you can have lunch, or in my mind I practice how I'm talking to my future wife or my future spouse. Like, is it good? Or I'm so glad I can help you today. These practices can help you be a nurturer within yourself. You can build yourself. Not only that, sometimes I encourage myself, hey man, good job of just, you just holding yourself down the rail. Or I sit there and I just look at my food and I just appreciate what's in front of me. Because a lot of times you can do something for a friend and they don't appreciate it. So sometimes you understand, when you do something for yourself, treat yourself like you're your best friend. You are your own best friend. You are the person when nobody can talk to. You can talk to yourself. I'm not telling you to make you crazy, but you can encourage yourself. When ain't nobody to correct you, you can correct yourself. When ain't nobody want to push you, you can push yourself. I was working out, doing my workouts this morning, and I heard this voice in my head say, "Hey, don't, we need give me 5 more, or one more set. Come on, you can do that." So when you give that support that you would give a friend, you can give the support to yourself. This is a good class today. All right, so treat yourself like a friend. Imagine what you say to a close friend in the same situation and offer yourself, the same support and understanding. So guess what, man? This is how you self-improve. When you take your eyes off of everybody else and you say, you know what? I'm not trying to teach you. I'm not promoting selfish. No, it's a balance. Love your neighbor as yourself. but you have to love yourself before you love your neighbor. Get that, get that, get that. You have to love yourself before you say, the Bible does say that. It said, love your neighbor as you love yourself. So you got to love yourself first before you love your neighbor. Remember that. So if you have this is the time right now where you need to give yourself that same support and understanding as you would give a friend. Understand that. The fourth one I have is focus on self-kindness. Focus on self-kindness. Yes. Excuse me. Excuse me. I highly apologize. Focus on engaging in activities that bring you joy or relaxation, such as spending time in nature, listen to music, or have a hobby. If you was listening to you listen to the video, which I know you are, in the beginning of the video, I was saying, hey, I was on my front porch and I was watching the sunset, and I was listening to the birds. This is this is one of my activities that I do. Now, I like waking up. I open my door, get fresh air. Somebody gave me a chair and a table, and I sit on my porch and I listen to the birds and I watch the sun come up. Saturday mornings, this Saturday, I would be sitting on my front porch and watching the blooms go up. So I'm not telling you to do things. One thing about my videos, and if anybody, I want everybody to get this. I'm not telling you to do something I'm not doing myself. So focus on self-kindness. It really engage on what you like. A lot of times I do have free time, but I watch my baby. Like I said, I watch my baby fever. I like to practice. I like to study. This is a book I'm writing. This is a whole book. This is trauma support group management handbook. Where I put help book. This is a trauma support group management handbook. So everything I'm teaching on here to you is going to be available that you can buy in a book soon. I'm engaging in my activities. I like, helping everyone here. I like to see myself grow and be persistent and be encouraging with myself, because, like I said, there's nobody around to say, hey, Darrell, don't do this or don't do that. Thank you. Whew, thank you, Lord. Listen, we are responsible for ourselves. I don't know where this came from, but we are responsible for ourselves. When the day of judgment comes, there's not going to be nobody there but you. The reason why this video is probably promoted today, because you have to understand that you are one person that has one life and one soul. And understand that if nobody's not going to treat you right, that you need to treat yourself right. I don't know what just happened, but I feel in my heart to share with you that you can love yourself again if you haven't loved yourself. Personally, I'm going to share, a little testimony. I have made very bad choices in life. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm just going to share my heart because I want to help somebody today. I'm going to take my hat off. Sorry. I want to help somebody. I have made bad choices. I was not always, I take that back. I always been like this, but I was high, or I was on drugs, or I was in bad relationships. And a lot of times in the relationships, I try to have people look how I look, or try to have them on my level that I'm on, and it didn't work like that. So today, I'm taking that same energy that I was putting out, with others, and I'm applying it to myself. And I was going through my wardrobe today, and I was like, man, almost everything I got, it got tags on it. My room's clean, I'm in order, I'm happy, I look great, I look wonderful, I'm very handsome. And I'm confident, I'm not cocky, I'm just confident, and I don't walk with my head down. If you see me walking down the road, I got a little swag, you'd be like, oh my God, what's going on? But, I enjoy being with myself, and I enjoy me more. I'm enjoying making this video to show you, hey, you can love yourself. And this is self-compassion that you're seeing. All right, so to move forward, I just want to throw that in there. Excuse me. Practice self-forgiveness. Didn't I say this in the video? Didn't I say I used to have a lot of money and, I felt bad about the money I spent? This is deep. Now listen, we almost to the end of the video. Stick with me. Don't tap out yet. This is the main reason I'm sitting where I'm sitting today. I want you to, I know you feel my energy. I know you can feel that. Practice self-forgiveness. Acknowledge your mistakes. Learn from them and let go of self-blame. Please, I'm going to repeat that. Let go of self-blame. Quit blaming yourself for every little thing. It's not, listen, some things on your external, the outside world, it's not your fault. We can pray till we blue. God gonna do what he do. Okay? People are gonna be the way they want to be. Things in life are gonna happen. But within yourself, okay? Within yourself, you can acknowledge you see, a lot of times what we try to do, we try to, I want to share this from my heart. A lot of times, because some of us are good people, hearted people, and we want to change everybody. No. What you need to do is, I look at my mistakes. Like if you notice today, I wrote my neck just there. I just seen that, but I've been trying to work on my mistakes. The reason why I got where I'm sitting at today, because I said, you know what? Okay, the reason I ain't having no relationship, because that's my mistake. The reason why I'm homeless, because that's my mistake. The reason I ain't got no money, because that's my mistake. The reason why I ain't looking good, because that's my mistake. The reason why I'm not talking right, because that's my mistake. The reason why this, the reason why that, the reason why this. You have to understand, when you have self-forgiveness, you got to quit. You got to look at, okay, what did I do wrong? What did I did something wrong. I have did something wrong in my life. I got high, I joined gangs, I've been in toxic relationships, I'm not abusive too tough, I'm not on that. But I have done, criminal activities to make money, and other things that come with that. But I sat down and I said, you know what? If I want to change, now listen to this. If you want to change deeply within yourself and really understand that you are a better person right now, you have to say, you know what? Whatever your name is, and we're going to do another exercise. We're going to do this right now. We're going to do this. Say your name, okay? Say Darrell, whatever your name is. Say your name, right? And say, I forgive myself. Now, all right, hold on, excuse me. All right, so listen. When you do this, matter of fact, exercise. It's going to practice. This is an assignment. As your teacher, I'm going to give you an assignment today. I need feedback, comments, response, likes, or shares, or subscribe, whatever, to this video. Today, this video, I want at least a comment. At least a comment to what I'm going to have you do. Today, your assignment is get somewhere, get silent, and say, you know what? I forgive myself. I'm going to show you. I forgive myself for being on drugs. I forgive myself for sleeping with all kinds of women. I forgive myself for wasting money. I forgive myself for having a low self-esteem. I forgive myself for losing cars and houses. And I forgive myself for neglecting my family. I forgive myself for cheating. Y'all want me to see, y'all just want me to spill all my beans. Ain't finna happen. I was just showing you that's what you need to do. Sit down. And if you have to get a piece of paper, a pen and a piece of paper, and write down the things you need to forgive yourself for. Matter of fact, I did a soul tie. I don't know why I'm sharing this, but I did a soul tie. I wrote down every woman I thought of that I slept with, and I asked God to forgive me for sleeping with them women. I wrote down all the times I wasted money, and I asked God to forgive me for all the things I have done short. So listen, I want to say this. When you have self-forgiveness, this is God. If you took Jesus Christ in your life, and some of my videos, if you have Jesus Christ in your life and you forgive yourself, this is God giving you an opportunity to clean your personal slate with you. I have been clean. I told you, I wake up every day and I repent and I just ask for God for forgiveness every day. It could be a certain thought that I had during that day. Like, sometimes I be come across, I don't do the Instagram, but sometimes I see my news feed and I'm like, oh, ooh, she's sexy. But you know what? Just not saying I'm better. It's just some things I can't. Some things when you're in self-forgiveness, there's some things you can't entertain. I don't know why y'all bringing it out of me today. there are some things that you can't entertain because they make you go back. When you're in self-forgiveness, when you ask for forgiveness, it's for you not to make that mistake again. I have learned right now, as a person making this video, I have learned that there's some things I can't go back to. I can't ask God to forgive me and then keep going back to the same thing or doing the same thing. Please get that. That's not forgiveness. You just, you need grace. All right. If you don't want to forgive yourself, just ask for God's grace and mercy. But when you really want to change, you have to forgive yourself and stop the blaming. That was great. That was really good. So to come to the summary of the video, listen now, there are benefits from self-compassion. There are some real big benefits. I'm going to show you my personal one. Benefits of self-compassion are mental health improvements, and this reduces anxiety and depression, y'all. Increasing resilience. You can bounce back from a setback and stay motivated. Another one is strong relationships. Self-compassion improves your relationship with others because some people can see when you're being sincere or you're changing. Their relationship, it grows stronger. And another thing is reduce self-criticism. Quiet the inner critic and create more positive self-image. This is good, really. I'm going to take a couple more seconds with this. Sometimes the thoughts that you used to have or the person that you're used to be, you're not that person today. You're a totally different person. And it's good to accept who you are today. Today, I am clean, I'm sober, I'm single and stable and saved. Oh, that was good. I need to write that down. Sober, single, stable, and saved. Okay? That's what we need. That's what we're shooting for self-compassion. And you understand, it's good, it's okay to feel good about yourself. Just for example, somebody comes along and say, "Oh, who do you think you are?" You know, you can say, I ain't who I used to be. You can say that. I'm nowhere close who I used to be. And I'm somebody better, and I'm going to get better. You can say to yourself, say, I'm going to get better. Say it. Say, I'm going to get better. Okay? Because you are going to get better. Just the simple fact you said you're going to get better. So understand, this is wonderful. You can have a positive image about yourself. You can have, if you look good, you feel handsome, get in that mirror and look at yourself. Say, you know what, for the women, not just men, for the women, get in that mirror and say, you know what, I am the most beautiful thing in the world. Get in that mirror today. Get in that mirror and say, I'm beautiful. You see what I'm saying? Because you got to practice this positive self-image, because you got to understand, when you're bettering yourself, people that's around you, they need that energy. If you're a leader, if you stand out, and like I was walking down the road today, I was in a restaurant, you couldn't tell me I wasn't the man, but there, and that's how you can have that. Don't be arrogant and cocky, but just be confident in yourself, and that's a positive self-image. Last but not least, greater motivation and proactivity. Excuse me. Productive. I don't know. Excuse me. I'm not going to cut that out. That's what I just did. Okay. So be more motivated and be more productive. Okay. This encourages you to pursue your goals with self-compassion rather than self-criticism. I want to say this today. I don't know why I'm saying this. Whoever's watching to the world, quit putting yourself down. Stop that. Please don't do that anymore today. Okay. I understand. I can hear you. Some people say, Mr. Walker, you don't understand. The people around me, they tell me this, and they think, oh man, you know how people is, man. Listen, this is about you. It's not about other people. The people pleasing, them days over with. Today's class is having compassion on you. Love you today. Take time for you. Take time to appreciate you. Take time to be kind to yourself. If you're paying your bills, you're being responsible, you're kind to yourself. If you're just really being positive, and like I said, there's a balance. Have time for yourself and then have time for others. Just like a phone. Just like this phone, right? We all like the phone. Sometimes we can talk, and sometimes that battery go dead. when you have self-compassion, you can understand that you have to recharge. You need to recharge yourself. Today, I know that this video is going to charge somebody up. This is going to give you a self-recharge to really understand, man, I need to really appreciate myself. And this is real powerful. I think today's class was great. And I just want to encourage everybody. Today is a wonderful day. And just really start loving yourself. And thank you for watching Trauma Support Group Management.